Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. It is really a pleasure to be here this evening, and it is an honor for us at Missouri State University to be the university co-chairs of this year's event. I've been coming to this event for many years, and for me, it's always been a great kickoff to summer and just a really inspirational way to go into summer. I want to thank Nanette and Russell for their remarks, their inspirational remarks, and I want to apologize to you all in advance for this not being nearly as inspirational. I know that President Smart really regrets not being able to be here this evening. He has just been such a champion for diversity and inclusion during his tenure at Missouri State and was really looking forward to being here because he recognizes that College Bound and access programs like College Bound are really a big part of what we're trying to do at Missouri State University to grow diversity. If I could, I'd like to tell you all a little bit about my alma mater, Missouri State University. We are the second largest university system in Missouri. We have 26,000 students, 24,000 on our Springfield, Missouri campus in Southwest Missouri. And we're frequently confused with Southeast Missouri, but no, we're in Southwest Missouri, and we're Missouri State University. In 1995, we were designated by the state of Missouri as having a public affairs mission. And what that means is that with the public affairs mission, we seek to instill in our graduates an ability to provide ethical leadership, to be people who seek to participate in community engagement, and citizens who have the cultural competence to engage as effective citizens. Our goal at Missouri State University is to graduate citizen scientists, citizen teachers, business people, lawyers, doctors, who have a commitment to community engagement, the ability to provide ethical leadership, and the cultural competence necessary to be knowledgeable and engaged citizens. Last year, we graduated 5,980 citizen scholars from Missouri State University. When I enrolled at then Southwest Missouri State University in 1987, we were a university that was really growing in enrollment, really starting to attract students statewide. Our enrollment from the St. Louis metropolitan market, which is what I was a part of, and our enrollment from the Kansas City markets was increasing rapidly. And by the time I graduated in 1991, our undergraduate population was very close to the undergraduate population of the University of Missouri. In 2005, as an acknowledgement of our tremendous enrollment growth, our growing graduate programs, and our statewide geographic reach, our name of our university was changed from Southwest Missouri State University to Missouri State University to recognize that we were a university that was serving the entire state. With that statewide mission, we recognized that we had an obligation to be a university that reflected the racial and ethnic makeup of the state of Missouri. President Smart has made increasing diversity at Missouri State University in terms of the student body, the faculty, and the administrative staff a priority. And as we all know, if you want to have a meaningful impact on diversity and inclusion, you need the leadership from the top. Without that, it's not going to go anywhere. And that is what President Smart has provided during his tenure, and we have made great strides. During my year as board chair, my focus was on increasing diverse student enrollment through a real emphasis on our engagement with access programs such as College Bound. We even had College Bound CEO Scott and some other access program leaders to the campus to make a presentation to the entire board. That has been a key part of our efforts to increase diversity at Missouri State University. In addition to partnering with College Bound, we have developed partnerships with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Eastern Missouri. We have partnerships with all 13 Boys and Girls Clubs in Missouri and many other access organizations. My fellow board member, Amy Counts, is here this evening, and she served as the first woman of color to be board chair for the Missouri State University Board of Governors. And during her tenure as board chair, she placed a very specific emphasis on increasing economic access, with a focus on increasing economic access for first-generation and low-income students. Amy is here this evening. Amy, if you could you please stand? Thank you for your service. In addition to working closely with our community partners such as College Bound to recruit more diverse students, we work hard to provide those students the tools to succeed once they get to campus. Dr. Rebecca Stewart and Dr. Ryan Reed lead those efforts for Missouri State. Dr. Stewart and Dr. Reed, if you could please stand. Thank you for all you do. We have changed our scholarship strategies and recruitment practices, created more aggressive bias response teams, improved programming, and built a new multicultural resource center as a gathering and meeting place. I was there just a few weeks ago for the multicultural graduation celebration, where we had a student from St. Louis who gave a beautiful, inspiring speech. I told them at that time that sort of thing didn't exist when I was there, when I graduated in 1991. As a result of these intentional strategies, we have made progress that over 3,200 students of color now attend Missouri State University. That number was only about 1,800 11 years ago when Cliff Smart became our president. And I can tell you that when I was there, that number was much lower than that. Many of our students have had great college experiences and have graduated to go on to graduate school and into the workforce and to do many great things. Throughout my time on the board of Missouri State University, I have been pleased to see diverse students in many leadership roles at the university, serving as student governors, including this year's student government president, Colin Weber. We've had people of color serve as homecoming kings and queens and fraternity and sorority presidents. I know that my board colleague, Ms. Counts, was a sorority president. One of our students was featured at last year's College Bound Cap and Gown Virtual Gala. I was talking to her earlier this evening. She too is a success story. Her name is Nyla Harris, and she is now an associate producer for Fox News Television right here in St. Louis. Nyla, if you could please stand. As part of our diversity and inclusion efforts, we have partnered with SAB, the Student African American Brotherhood, which has moved its headquarters from Toledo, Ohio, to the Missouri State University campus in Springfield. We believe that our partnership with SAB and having them based in Springfield is going to be a real game changer for the university. With over 300 chapters in high schools and colleges around the country, SAB members, mentors men of color to help them become successful professionals. Dr. Tyrone Bledsoe leads that effort. SAB has a nationwide graduation rate of over 80%. Let me say that again. SAB has a nationwide graduation rate of over 80%. A truly remarkable accomplishment and impact. And the Missouri State University chapter posted a grade point average of over 3.25 last semester. Dr. Bledsoe is here with us tonight. Dr. Bledsoe, if you could you please stand? Thank you for all your work, and I look forward to seeing the tremendous impact you're going to have at Missouri State University in the years to come. College Bound is a great partner in our work. Missouri State University supports this work financially. Our president, Cliff Smart, personally provides financial support to College Bound, as do I and my wife, Nicole. I hope you will do likewise tonight. I'm also proud to share that Missouri State is not alone in its support and partnership with College Bound. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank our peer institutions and higher ed leaders in the room. Let's hold applause until the end. As I call out our different university partners and leaders, please stand and be acknowledged. St. Louis Community College is supporting at the graduate level, along with Missouri State. Dr. Jeff Pittman's team is here. St. Louis University is supporting at the Excel level this year. You just heard from College Bound alum Russell Brannon, who works there now. We have a robust group of Missouri institutions supporting at the university-sponsored level. Maryville University was among the first universities to sponsor this event. Southeast Missouri State University, President Carlos Vargas and his wife Pam co-chaired this event in 2020 and are here tonight from Cape Girardeau. Thank you for joining us. University of Central Missouri, Provost Phil Bridgman and his wife came in from Warrensburg this evening. Thank you. University of Missouri St. Louis. We're joined by Vice Provost Natisha Small and Provost Steve Berberich and their colleagues. Thank you for joining us. The University of Missouri Columbia's Division of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity joins us for this first year. Washington University is out in force tonight, including my lovely wife, Nicole, who is a dean in the School of Arts and Sciences at Washington University. You've already heard from Dr. Nanette Ashford. And Dr. Ashford, when I met you earlier, I told you that you have to meet my wife. She's sitting at our table. Make sure you guys connect tonight. There are 3 tables of supporters from WashU this evening, including one from the medical campus. And of course, Missouri State University is here. Let's thank them all for their support. And thank you.